What's up, guys? Matt Modi here, sports betting writer for Newsweek, here to give you 5 bets in 5 minutes. That's right, 5 bets that you'll probably the 5 greatest bets you'll ever hear in your entire life will be in your ears for the next 5 minutes. Again, Matt Modi, sports betting writer for Newsweek. As always, appreciative of GoldBoys for letting me hop on their YouTube channel. And let's get right into it. So plays 1 and 2 are going to be the same guy that we're backing, just backing one in the ladder play. We're looking at Tyler Hero over 20.5 points, and we're looking at Tyler Hero 25 plus points as well. This is a system play. Take your guard point props against the Bucks. If that guard can run a bunch of pick and rolls, and excuse me, and if that guard is adept at pulling up from mid-range, from three-point range, stuff like that. The Bucks are allowing the third most points per game via pull-ups, and they're allowing the fourth most points per game via above the break three-pointers. Now, obviously, those two are correlated, but Tyler Hero on the Miami Heat scores the most points via pull-ups. He also takes the most above the break three-pointers as well. Over 50% of his shot attempts come from the above the break three-point range. And the Bucks, as I mentioned, allow the fourth most points per game to above the break three-pointers. Tyler Hero also scores the most points per game on the Miami Heat as the main pick and roll ball handler. The Bucks allow the seventh most points per possession to pick and roll ball handlers. Tyler Hero had a horrible shooting game out, shot like 8 of 25 from the field, so we get a nice positive regression there and a juicy matchup against the Bucks. I love this play as our first and second play of the video. Let's hope Tyler Hero comes through for us. Next up, we're heading to the Bulls versus Wizards game for play number 3, and we're taking Nikola Vucevic over 5.5 first quarter points plus 104 odds at FanDuel. Now, this is what I call a smash up play for Nikola Vucevic. It's a smash matchup, and he's been a fast starter, Vuce has, this entire season, so I opted to go with the first quarter point market as opposed to the full game. On the entire season, Vuce has scored 6 or more points in the first quarter in 13 of 18 games. He had a stretch where he did it in 8 straight. It didn't matter if it was a good matchup. It didn't matter if it was a bad matchup. Vuce was getting you 6 points. Now he has an excellent matchup against the Wizards tonight, a Wizards team who allow the most points per game to centers in the entire NBA. And when you look at what play types they are weak against, it starts to make sense. Vuce scores the most of his points in terms of play type as the pick and roll man. He scores the second most percentage of his points, second highest percentage, via the post up. The Wizards allow the third most points per game to pick and roll men, and they allow the third most points per game via post-ups as well. Vuce, as I mentioned, had cashed this in 8 straight games at one point. Since then, he's only done it in 1 of 3, so nice fade of recent results in this one. That's play number 3. Next up, play number 4, we're heading to the Lakers versus Suns game, and I'm taking Kevin Durant over 8.5 rebounds plus assists, plus 105 odds at DraftKings. Now, I'm generally not a hit rate kind of guy. I think that there are way too many factors that go into it than just looking at hit rate and making a actionable bet from there. I mentioned hit rates because you do want to know, like, how often does a player go over this number. There's a lot of other numbers that go into it. For this one, it kind of is just a hit rate play. Kevin Durant has played 9 games this season. He's gone over 8.5 rebounds plus assists in 8 of those 9 games. The one game he missed was the first game of the year. In that game, he had 7 rebounds and 0 assists, but he had 6 potential assists. You would expect at least 3 of those to be converted. They weren't. So even that 0 in the assist number, even going under in the first game, was unlucky. Since then, he's done it in 8 straight. He's also done it in 10 straight games against the Lakers, averaging over 12 rebounds plus assists against the Lakers. Kevin Durant wants to show up against LeBron. Doesn't always come in the form of points. Sometimes it comes in rebounds and assists. Looking into his numbers, potential assists, rebound chances, none of them seem fluky, so I like backing Kevin Durant to get to 9 combined rebounds plus assists tonight. That's play number 4. Last up, 5th and final pick of the video, Chris Paul, 10 plus assists, plus 125 odds at BetMGM. Another system play here. Take your point guard props against the Jazz. The Jazz allow the second most you take your point guard assist props against the Jazz. The Jazz allow the second most assists per game to point guards, are the second best matchup for point guard assist props. It makes sense when you look at where they're weak. They give up a ton of points to the roll man, a ton of points via dribble handoffs, off screens. They give up the second most made catch and shoot 3-point attempts. Those are all assisted. Chris Paul has played the Jazz twice this year, has gone over this number in 2 of those 3 games, averaging over 18 potential assists in those 3 games. I love Chris Paul to hit this number tonight. Rounding out our picks for this video. Appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. Again, Matt Modi, Newsweek sports betting writer. Appreciate everybody for watching. and have a good one.